member. If that about this family member in the home in this house, about everything life about the family member house. But if I say that to everything's the family member, if that happened in the family member's life, about any like not in the family member's life, every time when the family member says keep up with the family member's life, about this, about any to the family member every time when this family member is very the family in the live in the house about any like issue the family member about any like in the house indoor in the house of your live the family members because we have so checking the family members and live just checking this family member. If that family member, like brother or sister, mom and dad, and the family member about everything. So, if the family member can get upset, mad, and angry, that's very issue with this family member. If this game of family members, if this keep doing us upset, angry, and upset, and angry, mad, but the family member in the live at the house when you're by yourself, if you're scared at home, you're upset by yourself, and you don't know any of the family member live by yourself. But you're not alone, and the family members live in the house. So every time that the family member, if to when you're allowing the family members live. Up and low, so when the family member about everything. So we're gonna have to talk about the family member when you're getting upset and getting mad and getting angry. But you can't be talking to your family member like that. You have to be nice way to the family member when you live in the house, when you have your own house. But if you have a golden family member, you have to destroy it out of the peace in the family member to straight your family member. When you have any in the house live, the family member live. But that if the sister and brother and getting upset and everything, we not need to have a family member to find them. You can't be fighting into brother and sister. You can't be screaming if that family member in the house. You have to talk nice way to the family member's house. But this over the other house, and other house, you can't have any live to when you have a family member because you live the house one times in the house live. You live one time in the live in the family member's house. The family member, if this house came like the family member's issue, and you have an issue of the house, and it's not gonna keep talking. Because you're hurting the talking when you're interrupting on their talking in the family member's house. About that, about any, it's not their problem in the house. That's is the parents are the charge. Is not the family member is not the sister, is not your brother. It's the charge in mom and dad. They are the charge in the house. And this that's too many family members live. You have to think in the head on the street in your head. And you have to look up and shake your brains and turn your brain around to say that to the family member. But you turn around and you get upset, and how is your family member feeling? Because you're gonna gain the family members upset when you're everything really upset that you have an issue, you have an angry because you're trying to gain your brothers, sisters buried in the pins getting them mad. But this sometimes because mom and dad is just following in the pins to do. If you turn around and getting your parents upset, you turn around and getting they're mad, like the brother and sister. You're turning around with the parents and you're saying that to your parents, and they're gonna get upset. When the parents is telling when sister and brothers to stop fighting, to stop your two. That's why because sometimes the family member in the house. So that not getting mad, and you're telling the brother and sister getting brother and sister's attitude on sister and brother, and you getting your parents, mom and dad's upset. That's really because you're everything. I have a sister, I have a brother, and I have mom and dad. My mom and my dad are upset. When I turned around and I got very turned around and my dad got very mad. So I did not need to get mad. My father, my mother, and the same way my brother, my sister. When I was telling my sister and my brother to stop you two, stop fighting you two, that's just really too much in the house of drama in the house of living in brother and sister. This mom and dad are not their problem. This gonna have to family member and you getting your grandparents upset, angry. Like every time that brother and sister, that's why mom and dad. And when this every time my grandma coming over here gets very over here is very going in the bathroom. She got very mad on me when she went like this. That's what grandparents got very mad for a grandson, granddaughter, like everything. Grandparents are very everything. So my grandparents every time because my grandma, if I saw her turn around and look at me, she got very not happy mood. She is very mad at me, so that's what not need to get mad and upset and angry on the family member. Living the family member in the house. the charge. The father's the boss, and the mother the charge. It's because you can't telling your parents what to do because they are like getting around and to list the parents to do with mom and dad. And you can't walk into your family's rooms and telling that get out of my room. You gotta say, please, out of my room. That's everything. You can't be rude on the house in the room with because the door that I just want alone. That's just alone to let the time. So that's if the family member's house lived every time. And I was so I just turned around and my parents very upset at me, and I didn't know what my parents doing. That's when there's a family member's house, and because we lived in the house at one times, and I lived my dad's house 10 years where my father's lived, and I lived with him in 10 years, and that's why my dad's are the charge in the house, and not sister and brother in charge. That's the parents' charge at the house. When the parents got the house and got any home, that's if the home in this house lived. But I understand my parents. I understand, and I getting my parents upset, and I'm very because my mom are testing my phone. I knew my mom's call. She very upset me about when I was ignoring her call. If I'm ignoring my mom's call, she's gonna text and getting upset to me. She just calling and texting me, getting upset at me about that, and when the family member are busy of that, that's what parents to do for ignoring the call of the family member's sister and brother to wait for your turn with the call of the house of the where you're busy in the home and to live in your the home and busy and live to clean the house. Doing something. Say I'm busy. Call later and text but you're when they're on the phone can't interrupting just when some family member be on the phone, and I was on my family member's phone, and calling is because it's had to wait for the turn to call and to wait so they're calling because my family members call my family's phone to wait. And when I call my sister's phone call, and I call my brother's phone call, I call my family member's call. That's fine. If the parents' phone, if that's okay. So this if I do their one, but you have to wait their call if some family members on the phone. You can't be. You have to wait for when your the family member to wait your turn to call, and that's why because it's interrupting when family members the phone and to say, oh, I'll call you later. Can I call you back? I call later. I need to be time with the family member, cause can I call later and the text and calling? because you can chatting like everything the phone in the family member's house. My family member had a phone when I was chatting my family members a phone, and they're busy like they are doing their when they're at the work can be chatting going and their work. My family member like doing their work can be on the phone chatting calling. There's gonna be to telling the office and telling the family member's office to get out the phone with your work and you're doing the phone and to not call and text they're working. They're gonna be to lose somebody's the family member's job. That's not gonna cool right, and they're losing job. Because you don't want that. Sometimes we have to be careful of they're saying that to the family member, so you don't want to hurt your. We're not gonna have they're hurting their job. We're not gonna lose their jobs because they're like jobs for their work and the family members live. So we had to be very good to have very nice with the family member and don't be mean, don't be rude, don't be what do you call that? The word you had to say the word okay. So we had to say, I'm not happening again. So we can't be keep going keep doing the house with the family member. Sometimes because it's very hard to say family member to be nice to family member, be very distressing. To be nice to the family member, don't be mean to them. Just be nice to the family member, and don't cussing the family member. That's very bad word in the family member's house. Don't getting upset and mad and angry, louding. Talk nice way for family member's house. This send the family member house a dining table to be nice to the family member. That way this to we can have to everything everything is we're gonna have to well sometimes we had to and you have a family member in the house, we have weird problem with their attitude on the house with the family member. And that's why, because you keep saying that they have a weird attitude, it's because sometimes because we had to stop everything. That's we have to be careful with the family member when saying that everything. So we're gonna have to do understand when the families live. Sometimes because on the phone, but you can't be you can't be calling both family members phone call. You can't be keep calling because the family member was getting upset, and to gain the family members keep blocking the family members' phone. That's why they keep doing it. You don't have to go block your family member's phone. You keep save your family member's phone number so you can call it. You don't have to. So sometimes I'm gonna save my family member's phone number so that way, cause it needs to stop doing the family member in the house or like that. That's cause being weird talking me back to the family members talking, and don't be nasty mouths on family members' lip. Don't call their phone telling some family members mean and everything. You can't just keep going on the call and keep doing that to getting every time. So that's very big of cable where you see that. So I'm gonna let you go. Bye.